Till you make it. Hey, what you stand on? What if you take that ride tonight? Hey, what you stand on? What if you live or die tonight? Hey, what you stand on? Bottom line, gotta lead by example. Hey, what you stand on? What if you take that ride tonight? Hey, what you stand on? What if you live or die tonight? Hey, what you stand on? Bottom line, gotta lead by example. You know they did wrong. Them cops till you make it. Hurry up, hit that Uber when we landing, then we showing up. Cause I'm in a different state with a different license plate, and you know my pocket straight, and you know my partner straight, and we hold it. Hurry up, hit that Uber when we land.
Yo, what's going on with y'all? Welcome back to another episode, another live Testimony Tuesdays. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. Getting cold outside. I got that beanie custom made by yours truly. Tap in. Early morning live. Tap in. Appreciate all my Facebook viewers, my YouTube viewers, and my Twitch viewers. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, subscribe right now. Hit the button down below. Stay tuned. Comment. Make sure y'all tapped in for more content just like this. So, how y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling good? Let me know. Let me know if I'm too loud. Let me know what's going on with the audio. It's breaking up, anything like that. Let me know. Appreciate y'all for supporting the content. Appreciate everybody for sharing the content, liking. Today's testimony is about me becoming a husband, ups and downs, trials and tribulations. And just giving other husbands advice, I guess. Even though I ain't no marriage counselor or nothing like that, I'm just sharing my thoughts with y'all. Y'all take it how y'all want to, I think that light a little too bright in the back. My fault, y'all. My fault. All right, there we go. Hold on. Let me get it right, y'all. Let me get it right. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. So like I said, my testimony today is going to be talking about me being a husband. My last one was talking about being a father. So being a husband, a young husband, I got married at like 29, I believe. I was 29. My wife was like 26 or something like that at the time. So I got married because I felt like it was the right thing to do. I wanted my children to see mother and father in the household. Feel like that's very important to me from the ways I came up, seeing my father and mother married and being together for a period of time before they split. But just having that foundation of my father always being there and my mother as well. So I thought that was a good decision on my part. I feel like I chose my right wife. You know, everybody partner got to fit them. You know, it's just a lifelong partnership. So it's a lot of things you just gotta evaluate. Uh, things you things you willing to deal with, because everybody got their pros and cons, including myself. You know, so a lot of times people think shit gonna be peaches and cream and happy lifelong after. I mean, you know what I mean? Fairy tale shit. And it's just not like that in the real world. You know, sometimes it get difficult, it get challenging. Take a lot of time. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta be willing to put your pride to the side. You know, a lot of men like myself be real prideful, be real stubborn, and sometimes that can be like a road to disaster. You know, sometimes men like myself they need a woman to help them from like disintegrating. Not saying we can't do it on our own, but a woman like they intuition, they sight. You know, sometimes they see things that you can't see, and they look at situations different than you. You know, they women, so you gotta take that. You gotta take that with stride. You know, you gotta like that's what I'm saying. If you really love your woman, your wife, your lifelong partner, you gotta sometimes put down your guard. Well, not sometimes, all the time. You gotta put down your guard, build with your wife. And people like me, you know, they like to do everything on their own. They feel like they don't need no help. They can do it all on their own, but it's just not like that in real life. Rome wasn't built in a day. Apple wasn't built in a day. And Steve Jobs, the creator of the iPhone, he didn't make the iPhone by himself. You know, he came up with the idea, but he needed the tech team. He needed the marketing team and everything behind it to push the idea. So with that being said, a marriage is a partnership, but it's also a business partnership. And a lot of people don't like that side of marriage. They feel like what my money got to do with me loving my wife or whatever. Why does my money got to take a part? Why does she got to get half? Why do we got to file taxes together? All that type stuff. And honestly, I don't even agree with all that. But you know, we in America, so everything is business. Everything business. When you go out to eat, that's business. You taking your daughter to daycare, that's business. When you paying bills, that's business. Everything business. So your household is really your main business. Even if you got other businesses on the side, whatever you do, your household really your main business because without that business being strong and going up on the uppers level, it can bring everything else down. And I also feel like Well, this is just my advice. I feel like if you a guy like me, not a lot of patience, be on the edge sometimes. I feel like you need to get a wife totally opposite of you, calm, cool, collected. Even though I'm that too. Don't get it wrong, I am Mr. Smooth, but sometimes you wild out. But your wife gonna help you like see the bigger picture. She gonna break it down and tell you like it ain't worth it. You overreacting. You need to think about it. Handle it this way. Try meditation. If your wife really love you, she gonna be there for you at the worst times, but she also gonna see the better in you, and she gonna help you get there. She gonna have the patience to walk you through it, and she gonna love you the whole way through it too. Honestly, a lot of people don't like to admit this, but once you get married, your wife damn near like your mama. Probably more, probably more than your mama. But you ain't sleeping in the bed with your mama. You see what I'm saying? You ain't doing certain things with your mama. So your wife is like really your mom. She become your mama. Like she cooks for you. She clean up after you, all that type shit. She nurture you, care for you, talk to you. She your therapist, your accountant. You know what I'm saying? She damn near everything. Like, so we really got to give more respect and praise to these wives because they really keep the household running, functioning. Because man, we just so strong. We so headstrong on just provide, provide, provide. We forget a lot of things in the background. Like emotional intelligence, emotional awareness, just your softer side, your feminine side. Men don't even like to even say that word feminine, but we made of man and woman, so we do have feminine side. All men, I ain't afraid to admit it. We all do. It's just in our DNA. It is what it is. Our mother, we come from the womb of our mother. We share DNA of our mother too. So we do have a feminine side. We do have a softer side. We just gotta tap into it. But like when you coming like me, you got a wife and a daughter. You really ain't got no choice. You gotta be more emotional. You gotta be more caring, more aware of what you're saying, aware of your energy, aware of your frustrations and how you take out your frustrations and all that. Because women sensitive, and they don't forget shit. They don't forget what you said, what time it was, none of that. So just to cover your own ass, it's best to just think things through and not just be so riled up and just ready to flash because your wife is your partner. When everything gone, when all the money gone, your homies, all the bad top notch strippers, whatever your vice is, all the weed, all the whatever you indulge in, your wife's still gonna be there. And she's gonna tell you about yourself. You know? And you just gotta take it like, damn, you was right. A lot of times we gotta just admit our wife is right. They tell us shit way ahead of time, but we be so hard headed. We don't want to listen. We don't, we got this. You don't know what you're talking about. Stay in your woman's place, all that type shit. But at the same time, a woman ain't gonna tell you nothing she ain't really feeling on her heart. Like a man, we gonna talk, talk, talk. We gonna talk shit. We gonna big bad wolf. But a woman, if you really think about it, they don't really talk a lot. When they talk, they really mean what they saying. They really evaluated some shit. They really studied some shit, and they really like telling you what they really feel and how they. And most of the time, given a God given intuition, they be right most of the time about friends, about money spending habits, You know, it's another thing. You gotta trust your money. You gotta trust your woman with your money. A lot of men don't trust nobody with their money. I was one of them men too. I ain't gonna lie. Still am. But my wife, I trust her with my money because she my wife. You know what I'm saying? If I can't trust my wife, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't trust your wife. You can't even trust yourself, pretty much. That's just how that go. That's how I feel. If you can't trust your wife, it's like you in a bad situation. But with that being said, will I advise some younger man to get married? I would say it come down to two things. I mean, like three things: your lifestyle, your beliefs, and where you see yourself in the future. And if all them things like align with like prosperity and building and legacy, especially legacy, you can't have. To me, no disrespect to people with no children, but to me, you can't have no legacy without an offspring. That's just how I feel. You know, like it's like what you gonna leave, what you gonna pass down. You know, you can't pass it down to yourself. You know, so it's just like without offspring, you ain't really got no legacy to me. But with that being said, if you talking about legacy, you're gonna have to have you gonna want to work on having children. I say if you're gonna have a child, why not have a wife? I don't. People gonna get upset about this too, but I don't really believe in multiple baby mothers because like that just throw off everything. That throw off your vibration, your frequency. From what I seen, it don't work to me. Not in America. I never seen that type of situation work for real. Honestly, I seen some bad situations. But well, first baby mama won't let you go and won't let you live peacefully. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I'm already a overreacting type of guy. I don't got time for that. I don't want to be involved in that. That's just seems like some sticky situation. Then you gonna have your children, your first child, like your first baby mama gonna be like, hey, why daddy don't do this for me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be a comparison. And like that's not good to have your children feeling that way. So that's just my take. But yeah, it's been your boy, Mr. Smooth. It's about 20 minutes on phone. Ain't really charged like that. So I just wanted to holler at y'all. Make sure y'all staying positive, man. Spread some light, spread some wisdom, spread some knowledge. I appreciate all the love. Until next time, it's your boy, Mr. Smooth. Make sure to tap in. Okay, my boy Fo. All facts. That's what's up. My boy Fo. Love. He feel what I'm talking about. That's a real man right there. He take care of his too. He recently just got engaged, so he feel everything I'm saying. But once upon a time when we was a little younger, he wasn't feeling all that marriage shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's funny how like you get mature, your mind grow. You know, you get a little wiser each and every day. But that's my boy Fo. Shout out my boy Fo all the way in Vegas. I got much love for that dude. That's my boy for sure. But make sure y'all tap in, man. I appreciate y'all. It's been real. Till next time, man. It's your boy, Mr. Smooth. The one and only. You can't clone me, so you might as well troll me. Remember that. That's my slogan. Don't take it. It's all love, though. Appreciate y'all. Till next time. Smooth. Gone.
It's pulled up. First off, got no time for the gossip. You thinking I'm a sucker nigga, but I'm not it. They killing niggas on the daily, that's the topic. And I'm the top pick, so nigga